Hello everyone, prepperdawg here, coming to you on a Thursday early evening. Hope you've had a good day. Just wanted to talk more about what's going on overseas. There's been a ratcheting up of tensions on several fronts, and just wanted to do another video on that. So we have a big buildup, a big tensions are just getting a lot bigger as far as Ukraine, Russia, along that border. Also, between China, Taiwan, the tensions are still really high there. And we've got an issue with Iran uh, versus Israel situation going on there. So, among other things that are going on in the world. But these three are the things that have gotten my attention. Done some research on it. It's a fast moving situation in all three areas. So much is happening, it's really tough to keep up. Okay, I'm trying several sources, but I'm going to try to keep an eye on this best I can. Well, we'll take Russia, Ukraine first. So that's been building for a while now, but just in the last few days, it's really ratcheted up. Like I said, we've got over 250,000 troops from Russia that are massing on the border between Russia and Ukraine. That includes tanks, mobile mortars, unmanned vehicles, drones. They have reportedly 1,300 battle tanks, 3,700 drones, over 1,300 artillery pieces and mortars. They have over 400 rocket systems there. So a little more than a training exercise, like I'd said before. So this is a big buildup, okay? They're bringing troops and equipment in as far as Siberia, far away as Siberia. I mean, that's a long ways. So they've got these mobile mortar systems that are capable of firing a tactical nuclear device on it, okay? Think about that, all right? They have those at the border now. Putin has warned the United States to stay out of it, to stay out of the Black Sea for their own, quote unquote, for their own good, okay, for your own good, he said. The Ukraine president has said that war is going to happen now. The only thing that will stop war is that if Ukraine can be accepted as a member of NATO, all right, because right now they're not. Right now they're not an official member of NATO. The United States and Biden has voiced continued support and backing of the Ukraine. So, and the last that I read, we were sending ships to the Black Sea. So, a big confrontation there lining up. So that's the Russia-Ukraine thing. Okay, Putin also said that he will go to war with NATO if the United States intervenes in this. All right. There's fighting along the border in some areas. It's not an all-out situation right now. It's not a full invasion right now, but it looks like it could go that way. All right. Then we have a situation with Iran and Israel. Tensions are on the rise there. Israel blames Iran for sabotaging one of their nuclear testing sites. It damaged some centrifuges that knocked down their capability to enrich uranium. Okay, and they blame Israel for that. Not sure if they have proof of that, but despite that attack, Iran says that they are enriching uranium right now at record highs right now. Although it's not, they don't think it's to the point where it's weapons grade yet. So, and Iran vows revenge against Israel for this attack. So that is heating up. So, and then we have China, Taiwan. So tensions are still very high around there and through the Taiwan Strait. That's a really sensitive area. Okay, China looks at Taiwan as part of China. So, and Taiwan has been operating as its own country, free. So, again, the United States has supported support for Taiwan and said that they will come to their defense. We have Navy presence there. We have warplanes in the area. I know we have at least one aircraft carrier there, I believe. And also the Philippines have a presence there. They're one of our allies, as well as Australia has a presence in there as well, right? They're all in that same region. So, uh, you know, that's a dangerous situation. Okay, it could spiral out of control. So keeping an eye on that as well. So those are three big areas. Now, the question is in all three of these, really, but especially with the Russia-Ukraine situation, and maybe even the China-Taiwan thing, um, I believe, and from what I've read, and I believe that it could be one of two things. Either, especially with the Russia-Ukraine thing, that's the one that's on my mind the most. That if Russia's either planning to go in full force and do an invasion, or it's a big bluff. Is it a bluff? You know, are they just testing the Biden administration's mettle here, testing their response? You know, probing. We don't know for sure. You know, they certainly have enough forces built up in there to really do a lot of damage and go deep into the Ukraine, if not take it. So it's debatable whether or not Ukraine can hold them back. I mean, that's a lot of force there that they're building up there on the Russian side. So is it a bluff or not? How is Biden really gonna? How would he? You know, how would they react if they do go on full invasion into Ukraine? What happens then? You know, is it worth going to war for to save Ukraine? Is Taiwan worth a big war? You know, with China, a shooting war with China, it would be devastating. You know, and the question there is this just a regional thing? Is it a coordinated thing with all, you know, between those two areas, China, Taiwan, Ukraine, Russia? Could it erupt into a wider regional conflict or even a world war? Okay, you even got mobile mortar launchers capable of firing a tactical nuke. So over there on the Russian Ukraine border. So that's a big concern there. I just learned that today. So what is the role of the United States? Okay, and its allies? What about Great Britain? What do they think? If war does occur, hopefully it stays conventional, doesn't go nuclear. We need to keep preparing, whether it's if it does happen, and even if it's a regional conflict, that could start up shortages here. You know, we already have a strained uh, logistics supply chain right now that's still trying to catch up from all last year, and this pandemic is still kind of dragging on. So you would have, you could have all kinds of supply issues and shortages. So we have to be prepared. Keep your preps going. Keep stocking up on your water, your food, all kinds of provisions, batteries, alternative power sources. Okay, so we could have some disruptions there. Hopefully, it wouldn't be like a grid down where we lose electricity, but there could be some serious shortages of a lot of things. So that's something we need to keep an eye on too. Uh, I want to speak a little bit to the China, some other about China and their military. I did some more research on this earlier. They are radically modernizing their military. Okay, they've always had a large standing army. Okay, but they've never been able to match the United States in their ability to project power. In other words, the United States has such a huge navy that we've ruled every ocean and every sea for so long. But now China has gotten to the point to where they actually outnumber us as far as their navy. Now we have a qualitative advantage over them still right now. I was just looking a little further into it. Let's take aircraft carriers, for instance. China is actually manufacturing, they're building a third aircraft carrier. They have two operational aircraft carriers now. China is building a third. This third carrier is going to be comparable to the Ford class of aircraft carriers with the United States, which is the larger nuclear powered subs. Okay, I mean, not submarine, aircraft carriers. So that would make China have three of them. The two other aircraft carriers that are operational now for China are not, they're a little smaller. They're not nuclear powered. So United States has 11 nuclear powered aircraft carriers right now in the Ford class. So we still have a quality advantage, and somewhat of a numerical advantage as far as aircraft carriers and some other things. So their Air Force, China's even upgraded their Air Force and a lot of their weapon systems. So no doubt if we got in a shooting war with them, that would be, it would be really tough. I mean, so China's catching up. They're really trying to catch up to us on the military side. I think they're already trying to crush us economically. I won't even go into the virus. All right. So that's just some more information for you. I will keep on this as best I can. I work full time as well, and but I still I love this stuff. I like to keep up with it. So I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about all this? And do you think it's a bluff? Is it really? Are they really they're gonna go at it? I hope not. It could be really a tough one. So let me know what you think in the comments. If you haven't already, I wish you would consider subscribing to the channel, and so you won't miss my videos. But thanks again for watching. Hope you have a good rest of the evening. God bless you. See you soon.